weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's. Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Anthony Jennings, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. First carry for Najee Harris. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. They run again with Harris. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10. One, and that That's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Throwing again on second down. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Pickett now on 1st down. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jawan Bentley came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. An option handoff given to Harris. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Pickett sets up play action. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Steelers at 5-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Gary. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
And then with a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he gets this to Thornton. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Off play action. Jones being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They run with Harris off the option. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rolling to his right. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
They run for it with Harris. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. 1st down, touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pickett back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fielded at the 33. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Steps away. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Harris running straight ahead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Jennings able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. First down, and they go back to Harris. Anthony Jennings in that time defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 31. 73 yards on the ground for him so far. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance. Unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They hand this off to Harris. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Montravius Adams, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 120 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England,